Here's a complete breakdown of every upcoming Star Wars movie. If you think Star Wars, Episode VIII, The Last Jedi is a mouthful, just wait until we start getting into the hundreds. Don't think it can't happen. Star Wars could be the first film franchise to reach 100 sequels. Just imagine, Star Wars, Episode CXXII, The Revenge of BB-8888. The Godzilla franchise is the current record holder, with over 30 sequels and remakes, but, the way things are going, Star Wars will crush that number in no time. The Last Jedi is the third Star Wars film released since Disney purchased Lucasfilm from saga creator George Lucas. It's safe to say the transfer has been a success at this point. With The Last Jedi crushing the entire field of 2017 movies in one fell swoop this weekend, Disney will own the yearly box office yet again. The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi own the top two biggest domestic openings ever, and Disney is primed to add to the list. What can we expect from Disney and the Star Wars franchise in the coming years? Here's a complete breakdown of everything currently planned, directed by Ron Howard, starring Alden Ehrenreich, Donald Glover, Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, Joonas Suotamo, Paul Bettany, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Thandie Newton. Release date, May 25, 2018. The talented Alden Ehrenreich, who reportedly beat out over 2,000 other candidates, will handle the role of young Han Solo next year. Solo will also be tagged a Star Wars story, like Rogue One in 2016, marking it a standalone film separate from the episode movies, but within the same canon. Supposedly set a decade before the events of 1977's Star Wars, Episode I, and New Hope, Solo will introduce Han and Chewbacca in their younger years along with Lando Calrissian, Glover, and new characters Beckett, Harrelson, and Kira Clark. Any Star Wars fan already knows plenty about Han Solo's formative years. The original trilogy references a number of past events we could see in Solo. Since we already know Lando will be a main supporting character, it's fairly safe to assume we'll see the card game in which Han won the Millennium Falcon from him. Perhaps we'll also be privy to Han's record-breaking sub-12-parsec Kessel Run. Directed by J.J. Abrams, starring Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac. Release date, December 20, 2019. The third and final film in the new sequel trilogy, Episode IX, will pick up where The Last Jedi left off. Obviously, plot details aren't known yet, but all our unanswered questions about Rey, Kylo Ren, the Force, and everything else will be addressed come December of 2019. Behind the scenes, we do know Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow stepped down from the production earlier this year over creative differences with Lucasfilm. Fortunately, his replacement is a safe choice. Abrams, who directed The Force Awakens in 2015, returns to the chair for the second time in the new trilogy. He'll also pen the screenplay along with Chris Terrio, Justice League, Argo. Directed by Rian Johnson, starring Release date, TBA 2020. What comes after the sequel trilogy? We don't know much yet, but we have gleaned it'll be led by Last Jedi director Rian Johnson and will be another trilogy. He's slated to write and direct at least the first film in a new series, Episode X. Separate from the episodic Skywalker saga, probably not Episode X, according to Lucasfilm. That means we probably won't be seeing Rey or BB-8, but who knows. Johnson is pumped for the new trilogy and revealed as much on his recent Last Jedi press tour. I'm just in the very beginning of starting to come up with what the new trilogy is going to be. What makes me so excited about it is the idea of doing a new story on the big canvas of 3 movies in this world. There's just so much potential and I can't wait to jump into it. Neither can we, Ryan, neither can we. But for now we'll have to go see The Last Jedi again. And again.